want a 3.0 GPA or better? Are you a college student struggling with things like focusing, making it to class on time, or maybe just simply even waking up? Because I know I definitely had a hard time with those. If that is you, stay to the end of the video and I will be giving you my tips and tricks on what I did in my four-year university to maintain and make it through with the 3.5 GPA. This video is primarily intended for freshmen, college students, but if you fall into one of the later years and you still need some tips and tricks, that is okay. Feel free to stay and watch as well.
Girl, I think you should just forgive me, cause I don't see no good when you're with me. Scar my heart with thorns.
So now that that's over with, let's open the magic rule book that's gonna carry you guys to success in your journey in school. So the first thing that you guys need to make sure that you have on your list and that you are checking off is going to sleep and waking up at a scheduled time each and every day. I know that can sound very, very, very hard to do, especially if you're new to college and you're just like trying to experience everything that's going around you. I know it can be a shock. It will be interesting, but highly, highly, highly recommend getting a pattern for sleep, because it will help you tremendously when it comes to other things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So number one for your list, you should be going to sleep and waking up at a steady time each and every day throughout the week. Rule number two, you guys want to make sure that you prioritize being on time. Prioritize being on time. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of professors from my experience over the 4 years that I went to school, they did not appreciate not making it to class on time. If you don't want a target put on you, try to make it to all your classes in a timely manner. I would say try to make it at least 5 minutes before every class. Just be there already, have your utensils out, your laptop, whatever it is that you bring to class every day, and show your professor that you're invested in coming to learn and take in the material. Rule number 3 in my magical rule book, any work that you guys get, try to complete it as fast as possible, as soon as possible. I can't stress this enough. When I was in school, every assignment that I got, every piece of work that I got, I tried to complete it as fast as possible. And I ain't gonna lie, like for a minute I was notorious for this. My sophomore year especially. Every assignment that I was getting, I was completing it fast, like completing it within the same day that it was given to me. And I remember also during this 1 year, shout out to Professor Hugavine, man, my English professor. He gave us the option to complete our work ahead of time, and I'm talking about weeks and weeks and weeks of work ahead of time. Mind you, this is like he had like a portfolio of weeks of work, and he gave us the option after about like a month to complete work like 6 weeks ahead of time, however far, and like get done with his class before the semester was over. And guess who took advantage of that? I took advantage of that, and at the time I had a workload of 5 classes. Once I completed like the work ahead of time for his class, I only had 4 classes that semester. I know that it doesn't sound like a lot, but one class that you don't have to worry about while worrying about other classes, especially in those first 2 years, is a major plus. So if you can complete your work early, make sure that you do that, and it will help you tremendously. For rule number 4, this one is going to be kind of one where you got to put your pride to the side sometimes, okay? And this may not apply to everybody, but it certainly applied for me in one of the courses that I had to take during my time in school, and that was statistics. But for rule number 4, you want to get a tutor if necessary and do not feel ashamed about it. I cannot stress this enough. If you struggle with, it could be any course, because like, let's be honest, university, college, whatever, it's going to depend what your major is. But for some people, there are classes that they struggle a lot with. They struggle tremendously with, and I highly recommend getting a tutor for those type of classes. Like I said, for example, me, I had statistics. I've never been a math guy in any of my years of schooling. I've always been a English proficient type of student. So when I got to college in my junior year, when I finally had to take statistics, it was very tough for me, I'm not gonna lie. And I had to get a tutor, and I went from almost failing the first half of that semester in that class to passing that class with an A. And I did that and was able to because of the tutoring that I was willing to take with my professor and another student that was good at statistics. So that is another tip. Get a tutor if you need one, and don't feel ashamed about it. At the end of the day, you are at school to make sure you improve, that you understand the knowledge, and everyone moves at a different pace. Rule number 5, and this is probably the most important rule, or maybe the second most important rule in this video, and that is to prioritize your relationship with your professors. And I cannot, like, bro, I know I keep repeating myself, but all of these tips are great tips. Prioritize relationships with your professors each and every year. It's going to be inevitable that you may like some professors more than others. You may not like some professors at all and love these professors, but when you are attending classes and getting classes each and every year, I feel like that you should try to have a good first impression and good rapport with your professors, because this can go a long way for you, whether it comes to writing recommendation letters on your behalf, whether it comes to letting you slide on an assignment that you may have just completely missed or was not able to do within a certain time frame, whether it's letting you slide on a test, whether it could be anything. Okay, you never know what you're gonna need your professors for, or how just having a good relationship with them can benefit you in your college career. So definitely prioritize good relationships with your professors. Rule number 6, I believe is rule number 6. Don't, hey, if I'm wrong, don't say that. Rule number 6 though, be okay with missing out. Now, a lot of you need to lock in on this one, okay? Be okay with missing out, okay? I'm gonna repeat it. Being okay with missing out is probably, for any freshman, one of the most difficult things to overcome and to learn going through your college experience. You're gonna have friends, you're gonna have people all around you, you're gonna have, like, it's gonna be hectic, especially if you come from a small town, or we're not used to going out much before you went to college. You're gonna have so much to do, so many different types of people around you, and so many activities and events. Amongst all of this though, you do have to have the wherewithal in you to be okay and comfortable with missing out for your benefit. You may have a test coming up, you may have a midterm, you may have an assignment, and there may be the most lit party of the semester coming up, but your schedule just, it doesn't allow for you to attend. Now, some people still attend that party, and some people stay and miss out. That is just an example of the many times that I had to miss out in order to get the GPA that I wanted and to pass the way that I wanted to in school. So be okay with missing out, okay? It won't be the end of the world. There will be plenty more events, and when you do make it to the finish line and graduate, and you got your stole around your neck, your graduation cap on, you will become alumni, and you will have plenty of time to keep coming back to your school, okay? So just miss out sometimes, okay? Especially if you need to. The last tip that I have for you guys on getting a 3.0 GPA or higher is no, you didn't know what it was. Okay, the last rule or tip that I have for you guys is to be a note warrior. Be a note warrior. When I mean a note warrior, I'm talking about you should be in class writing notes, or if you have a laptop and you type your notes, you should have so many notes to the point where you go to study, you have so much to pick from, you have so many different types of notes, so much information in order to reinforce you for whatever is coming up. You want to have notes on top of notes on top of notes on top of notes. I was that one student in class, like I had my laptop up, I'm sitting there, bro, I'm like this. Mind you, the classes that I had were base hour and 30 minutes, and probably the lowest an hour. So I'm sitting there like this whole time. Some classes I even had 5 to 6 hours of class, and it's going to seem very tedious to keep up and keep on, writing notes, but trust me, it will come in handy. Make sure that you have those notes when you need them. You don't want to be that person that the test comes around and you like, go, bro, can you send me those notes from last week's class? I missed it because I went out to that party. What party? That party I didn't go to? Yeah, so don't be that person, alright? Make sure you got notes for days. You want to have notes for days. Just typing it and following along in class, it will help you remember better and to be able to recall the information better. It's a big plus. For my conclusion in this video, I just want to say, be confident, don't overthink, and maintain as best as you can. You will not be perfect. You have to accept the fact that you will not be perfect in this journey. College is the period where you go from 18 to 22, you're away from home, and you're learning a lot on your own, okay? It is inevitable that you will make mistakes, that you will not be perfect along this journey. So, concluding, just believe in yourself. Know that you're here to learn, to better yourself, and just believe that you're capable of anything. Don't get too down when things don't go your way, and don't get too up when things do go your way. You always want to stay level-headed, stay humble, and just try to move as strategically as possible, and know that you are the dictator of your outcome in school. I've seen plenty of people that had plenty of what's the word? They had plenty of potential to be in 3.0 GPA or higher. You know what I'm saying? Some people in 3.5 or higher. They had the potential, but they let outside distractions and just not believing in themselves take over and be the cause for them not completing school. So I'm gonna insert a quick video of me walking the stage here, or a picture of me in my Kevin gown, just to show you guys. And
yeah, I just graduated college. Yeah, she know I'm a scholar, but she.
If you did stay to the end, thank you for staying. I hope these tips are applied, and I hope that they help whoever is behind this screen, because I was once in your shoes before, and here I am, a graduate with a bachelor's degree, and I can say that I had a 3.5 major GPA. I made the Dean's List 6 times, and it was all because of these tips right here. So make sure you use the tips that I gave you in this video. Until next time, Jay out. Peace.
Girl, I think you should just forgive me, 'cause I don't see no good when you're with me. Scar my heart with thorns.